professor and founder of the Africana Repertory Theater at IUPUI, and Dr. Khaula Murtadha. Welcome. How are you both?
Thank you.
I'm well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so
Khaula Murtadha.
Khaula Murtadha. Okay, I'm sorry. I did not pronounce it correctly.
Fine.
Did not pronounce it correctly. So what this is a big thing coming up, right?
Yes, this is the second annual free theater workshop. April 22nd, right here on the campus at IUPUI in the Heron School of Art and Design.
Yeah. So tell us about the Africana Repertory Theater of IUPUI and the importance of the fact that it exists, the importance of it all.
Well, it's so critical that we understand that black theater really refers to the plays and musicals presented by and intended to portray African American and African diaspora experiences, the conditions, our culture. And so the purpose is to support the well-being of black people, and as August Wilson has stressed, to present characters and stories that uplift the black self-image, to legitimize black ethics, pride, and values. And theater does a masterful job of doing just that.
Yeah.
So we started it at IUPUI several years ago because there was not that sense of a real IUPUI commitment to black theater.
Yeah.
And so we said it's part of a welcoming campus campaign. How do we start it? And it has built ever since.
Wow. So you're having a heavyweight as your keynote this Saturday, and the very first paragraph of her background is just, it blows you away. And then you go on and read more and more and more and more and more. What do you think she is going to bring to the celebration this weekend?
Regina, did you want to respond?
Well, I think she'll touch on every aspect of what is important in black theater, or any theater for that matter. And we have pictures of the theater that she founded and built. It's something that we in Indianapolis aspire to do, that is establish our own theater setting, our own theater venue. But I am very excited about the guest speaker, and I expect her to be able to respond to questions on any aspect of the theater experience.
Because my understanding is she's battled racism with theater. She's been able to use the art and her love of the art for, in addition to establishing this wonderful theater company, wonderful company. But racism, education, as well as entertainment. I mean, that's a difficult thing to do and to sustain for more than 40 years.
Absolutely. I am expecting to see a miracle worker because anyone who could do all that she is credited with doing has got to be a superwoman in so many different ways.
Yeah, indeed. So
talked about A.R.T.I, and A.R.T.I is really paying attention to people like her. Dr. Taylor is a groundbreaker, someone who really thought very deeply about how do we fight racism and use the arts in order to do that, and has done it consistently for these years.
Yeah.
But we also flip the script from just saying it's entertainment. We also talk about edutainment. How do we actually educate while we're doing this work in the arts? And that's an important part of why A.R.T.I got started.
Yeah. And now look at it. I mean, amazing. So what is it that you find most fascinating about Dr. Taylor's work? What is it? I don't know. Maybe it's multifaceted.
It is.
Yeah, it definitely is multifaceted. I am most impressed by the fact that what she has established, she has been able to sustain. And it's very, very hard to sustain black theater for, decades. But I think that, I'm most excited about what she's established, the venue she has established. And she has had to have her hand in every aspect of theater, from fundraising to actors to choosing plays and to maybe writing or establishing new things.
Yeah.
But all of that, and costuming and lighting and tech and all of that, she has had to have her hand in all of it in order to do what she's done.
Yeah.
So I fully expect her to, wow all of us when.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think A.R.T.I will be able to take from her example, her work, her life? What do you think A.R.T.I will be able to take from that, learn from that?
Well, when A.R.T.I was established in, I think, 2018 at IUPUI, it had 4 parts, and all of the parts directly or indirectly connect or promote the Black theater in a very in-depth way. And the 4 parts we have the community theater, which tries to take performances out into the community. We have a campus theater. We've had one production in that which dealt with the lives of the people that we look to for our leadership among Black people. And we have Onyx Fest, which is a festival or a contest of new Black playwrights, among whom 5 will be chosen for production. And then we have a publication, an online publication called Black Stage, which was designed to get into detail more of what we want to know, like how do people start theater programs and or companies, and what do audience members think about it, and how does theater relate to other aspects. And a part that is something that is not given nearly as much attention as it should, but at the university, we must focus on research and what theater can do for the community, and what remains to be done for the community. So A.R.T.I does all of those things, and Centerstage is an aspect of the campus aspect of it. And we have been, we've been able to get funds from other sources, but the university has been very gracious and kind to let us have, use the university venues for people to come and learn free of charge what they need to know about making theater an exciting part of their lives, being doers of theater.
So when the schools separate, how is that going to affect or impact A.R.T.I?
I think it remains to be seen. All aspects of it, but A.R.T.I has always been on the IU side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was never an IUPU. So it's in the School of Liberal Arts at IU. So I don't anticipate a big change coming about when the universities separate.
Yeah, indeed. And so a reminder for folks who are interested in taking advantage of this tremendous theatrical and educational, incredibly educational opportunity coming up this Saturday. Tell us about it again, and where can folks go to find out more?
The Centerstage workshop content. 4 different, really packed workshops. One is called The Show, dealing with playwriting. And so you learn how to do the playwriting, selecting ideas, how do you create a plot, what type of dialogue you need, and then the look. What are the aesthetic and visual and technical aspects that you need to pay attention to when you're putting on a performance? Costume design, lighting. Then there's the action, that actor-director relationship. What does it mean to use the voice, the body, the imagination to actually put into place that acting role? And the director who chooses the plays, casts the actors, etc. But we also added a very important component, and that's the theater business. A lot of times folks don't know what the producer has to do in terms of dealing with fundraising, dealing with accountants and contracts. And so these 4 power-packed workshops are really intended to drive home some of that key information that someone who's interested in theater can really get into and understand. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go on into 3. Dr. Jackie Taylor will be there, and we also have an opportunity to see a one-act play by a playwright right here in Indianapolis as well, which is really exciting.
Absolutely. So this and so the website to go to?
Go to onyxfest.com, and if you scroll right down, you'll see Centerstage, and the information is right there.
All righty. Dr. Turner, Dr. Murtadha, thank you both so very much. I know you got to be excited about what's coming up this weekend. It sounds exciting.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
And giving us an opportunity for this time to talk to our community.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So important.
Thank you both for being here. I really appreciate it. And all the best with the event this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. And just a quick reminder, as we were saying at the top of the show, and I'm going to remind everybody, I know it might be painful for some, might be joyful for others, but it is tax day. Today is tax day across America. You have until 11:59 Eastern Standard Time right here, Indianapolis time, I'll say, this evening to get all your tax business done. Questions, concerns, guidance can be found at the IRS website, the Internal Revenue Service Center website for your federal taxes. Internal Revenue for federal. That's irs.gov. If your matter involves your state of Indiana, state, that website is in.gov /DOR for Department of Revenue. That's all the time we have for right now for Community Connection. We're always right here on AM 1310, 92.7 FM, and 95.1 FM The Light. Don't forget about our website, praiseindy.com. We can also be heard via the app The Light. Follow us on Facebook, The Light. Willie Moore Jr. on the radio is up next. Thank you as always for listening. We're back tomorrow with our contributing analyst, James Patterson, and a whole lot more. Until then, be safe, be well, and be careful. I'm Tina Cosby, and this is Community Connection.